In this video, we're going to look at the basics for the inline viewer and the time slice viewer. When opening the inline viewer, by default, it's showing some cropped region of the image in a small pane width. So initially, we can open this up and then change our plot range to find our data. Here. Now, you'll notice at the top, we have two tabs, inline and xline. These toggle between the two different directions in the survey. Here you have the column that controls the inline. You can type in a different number, hit refresh to jump to that inline. You can increment. Same with the xline. The polarity is also there. These always stay at the top. This region, however, will change as you click on this tab. So, first tab controls the settings for viewing the data. Next, we have display style. This is where you can change the color of the density function. Clicking any of the squares brings up a dialog for the colors. We can toggle traces on and off. These two combined are the more classic view. Variable density is simply the colors. Highlight peaks enables these two colors for the strongest amplitudes. You can toggle that off just to make it look a little cleaner. Crosshairs controls the crosshairs when the mouse is in the pane. Now round crosshairs by default is off. And so the crosshairs are exactly at the mouse position, and you'll see the coordinates down here will have a decimal. If you want the crosshair to snap to the exact trace, you can turn that on, and it's always an integer value for the inline or crossline number below. And then lastly, the well indicators, which we'll discuss in a minute. At the very bottom, we can change the color amplitude, brighten it up, and the line amplitude controls the traces in the variable area. Next, we have a coordinate pane. With this pane selected, anywhere you click, we'll click right here at the top of the sheaf. These values are updated for that position. Inline, crossline number, the X and the Y coordinates, and then the time. So after clicking, it holds that mouse position. We can view it at crossline 1219. Here. Next, we have the phase. Now, initially, this is grayed out, it's inactive. We have to click this button to calculate the 90-degree phase rotated data. It uses this data to blend with the normal polarity to create the phase rotation. So by clicking anywhere inside the wheel, and you will get, in this case, 30-degree rotated. Or you can click on the text values themselves. 180 degrees is, of course, reverse polarity. So clicking that and reversing here gets us back to the original. Any phase change made here then holds true when you go on to the picking windows. We'll discuss these at length a little bit later. Once you have this controls auto picking, the next is for editing anything that's been auto picked. Here's where you manage the picked and saved horizons. And then lastly, you can flatten the data on any horizon that you've saved. Moving on to the basics of the time slice viewer. So here you can see an overhead view of the survey. The red line shows the current cross line. With this pane active, when you move the mouse, you will see the cursor move in the time slice. So here you can see the red dots in the center of the blue circle where the reef is located. Same thing, you can toggle through the time slice up or down as you see fit. Manually enter the value and refresh. If you want a bigger plot margin, you can increase that here. Show a little bit more of the surrounding area. We have an ArcGIS tab that we'll discuss in a minute. going to have some basic options where we can turn on well symbols. And then we can click this to include wells. You'll see a line appeared right here. We'll hit refresh. Here's a dry hole symbol, which is this well is located here. The include distance is 150, that's feet, which means any well within 150 feet of this line is plotted over here. Now, if you don't like the line and simply want the header, you can go back to the original display options, actually display style, and turn them off, just to remove some clutter. So as we move through the data, you'll see the wells come and go. There's a permit symbol. That producer is just out of range. Cancel permit. So forth.